Hi there. I'm recapping the continuous integration with AWS tools chalk talk that I went to yesterday. It was a really interesting session, really high level still at a 200 level. Went over the AWS tools for continuous integration. Didn't really talk on deployment so much, a little bit because the boundaries aren't really clear. But overall, it was definitely interesting. It was nice to be able to talk to the people, one on one and have a whiteboard session with them. However, the tool set that AWS uses versus the tool set that Elsevier uses are definitely very different. Core engineering and architecture have really designed and blessed the tool set that we're using at Elsevier. Like Terraform, Jenkins, things like that. So it's not super relevant for what we're doing day to day, but it is nice to be able to see some of the other tools that were out there and get for me some of the buzz names there, so I can look up and research and see what they do and compare them to what we're doing inside of Elsevier. So a couple things to note out of it that came out of it that he mentioned. One, and I think this just goes as a standard, but try to make small changes that are easy to be able to roll back later on. So that way you can commit faster, you can get them, test them faster, get them into production faster, and ultimately fail faster. So that's a big takeaway that I think we all know about, but it's worth reiterating. Um, the other item that he mentioned that I tend to agree with is all the developers should probably have their own AWS account in their own AWS environment. That's a great idea for flexibility and usability, and the accounts themselves are free. However, there's going to be a cost associated with that when we have free range. Development has free range to spin up as many instances as they want, or as much infrastructure as they want, and then forget to turn it off. So I'm not sure how we manage the flexibility with the cost associated with it. We'll probably keep that on the desktop with using Vagrant or something of that sort, so that we're not running up huge AWS bills. But it's something that I think is worth taking another look at and making sure that I talk to some of my peers on and see what they think as well. So overall, it was a so-so class. It was nice to be able to talk to the people, but it wasn't super relevant for what Elsevier does, since we already have our standards and tool sets available to us.